In what can only be described as shocking news, Microsoft has recently bought Activision Blizzard, thus further securing their stronghold on the gaming industry. Of course, Microsoft bought Bethesda. Maybe it was a year ago, maybe it was about 6 months ago, I forget, but it was somewhere in that time frame. And this just continues to show Microsoft's strategy of buying up massive corporate entities in the gaming space, which I think is a very interesting strategy to go about. Sony has been recently focusing on making exclusives in the meantime, but Microsoft has always been playing the long game, I'd say, especially around, I'd say 2015-16, once the, rise to the PlayStation 4 was kind of solidified. I would say that was around the time they started buying up studios and really preparing for the future to really start dominating later, while at the cost of, maybe fumbling a bit right now. So, without further ado, let's get right into this. Activision Blizzard has been bought by Microsoft for $70 billion, and they've described it as a bet. I'm not going to read this entire thing, obviously, but I just wanted to highlight a couple key points. $70 billion. They said that it was mainly to strengthen the company's hand in the so-called metaverse. I haven't really talked about this myself, but I think the whole metaverse shit is really stupid. As somebody that is a certified gamer, I know that, VR is kind of in its infancy, and it has been for at least a decade. Is this going to really be the step forward for VR by just making all of your social life in virtual reality? I don't really think so. I think this is I think all the companies that are placing their bets on this are taking a huge gamble, and I wish them luck, because if I was in Mr. Gaming industry's seat, I would definitely not be putting my eggs in that basket, just because I know that fucking VR isn't the most, a well-developed thing, and I don't think that the metaverse is really going to change that. Obviously, they talk about what Microsoft's known for, because journalists think you're stupid. They also said it around here that this was to gain... it was somewhere around here, to gain a foothold in the mobile games industry. In fact, I think, it says it right here, Microsoft barely even competes in that, so to have something like Activision, who's, Candy Crush, I know, is the popular, I haven't heard the name Candy Crush in at least half a decade, it feels like, but, I know it's still a thing, it has to be, but, in terms of, mobile games, I'm pretty sure, Call of Duty Mobile probably is doing better than that. I would have to guess. Candy Crush just kind of seems like to have fallen off the face of the earth. I don't know anybody who plays it, but hey, again, I'm not a mobile gamer, obviously. I'm a real gamer. I only play real video games because I'm a man. Anyway, they gone on to say that the push to limit the power of technology games and blah blah. I didn't even notice this. I'm pretty sure I skipped over this in my read through of this because I was like, politics, get go. Anyway, Microsoft is valued at $2.3 trillion, second only to Apple. This would make Microsoft the world's third largest gaming company by revenue, behind Tencent and Sony. Tencent, of course, I'm pretty sure it's China, right, at the moment. That's basically all I know about Tencent. I think they technically own Riot Games, which is League of Legends, and some other studios here and there. I tend not to buy or support Tencent because I do not like the Chinese government, and when you support a Chinese corporation, you support the Chinese government, and I try not to do that, as much as I can. Obviously, at some point there's a limit. All your technology basically comes from China, but I'd rather, if optional, not support them, obviously. And of course, Sony, I have a PlayStation 4, right there. I've had a PlayStation for a long-ass time, but honestly, I think Sony's kind of been slacking, and might be a controversial opinion. I think a lot of Sony's exclusives just kind of fucking suck. I saw a review on Steam the other day that just blew my mind, and it was that the game takes a more cinematic movie type approach, and I was like, so you mean, and they said that was really unique and a very good change of pace, and I was like, so you mean every AAA release in the last, like, half a decade? It's like, yeah, sure, that's really unique. Like, some even good games basically fall into that trapping, and it sucks, and I don't like it. Just let me play a video game. Focus on fun stuff instead of movie shit. Yeah, the game industry, and I agree with this, has been consolidating rapidly. A force behind that that could have grabbed the attention of regulators. Yeah, like, this so-called capitalist market has way too many monopolies. Like, something should probably be, I don't know. I feel like, I look at the gaming industry and people are saying, this is, like, not to make a political statement, people, like, really fucking say the gaming industry is like the epitome of everything that's wrong with capitalism. And while after I roll my eyes, I go like, I feel like most capitalists would look at the gaming industry and like throw up because they would say that something is really fucking wrong with what's happening there. But I don't know. I'm not a fucking expert. I'm not an economist. I think I meant this cross economist and like Necronomicon, but whatever. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this was the other thing. People were like, is this a good thing for Bobby Kotick? Because they fucking hate Bobby Kotick, and, you know, that's well-earned. I feel like I've said Bobby Kotick in, like, 3 different ways in the last 10 seconds. He got a good deal from Microsoft, like $95 a share, which is 45% above his company stock price. Will stay in his role until the deal is complete. Then the expectation is he will step down with the chief executive, though he could move to an advisory role, according to 2 people with knowledge of his plans, who would speak only anonymously because the talks were private. Whenever people say anonymous source, yeah, I immediately press X to doubt. Journalists can do this awful thing where it's like, anonymous source told me, and it's just a complete another fucking lie. They were like, hey Jimbo, my son, what do you think they would do? Dad, I think he would, be an advisory role. Okay, an anonymous source told me. It's like, sure, there's always a chance that an anonymous source could be, like, trustworthy, but I don't put too much stock into it. So I have no idea how Mr. Kotick is gonna, like, fare with that. Then they go on to talk about the bullshit last summer. I say bullshit, but I mean it, like, in a way that's fucked up, not a good thing, right? The deal could take 12 to 18 months to close. Some asshat basically, like, is like, to secure a position in at least 2 years, the biggest wait and see for a union bust effort ever. We press on as if nothing happened. Of course, it's altered over this news. I'm gonna, like, go out on a limb and say, I don't like the, my, great grandfather was in a union back in like the 60s, and he doesn't have anything nice to say about unions, so that's probably where I get my negative impression of unions, and mostly because people that tend to be in unions seem like assholes. Like, I don't think, something tells me, I don't know, anybody who has like a Twitter handle that long I would not like. That's just probably a me thing. And honestly, yeah, they just talk about Bethesda and shit, and how they got that accusation as well a couple months back. And yeah, I think this is honestly pretty good news, considering everything that Activision Blizzard's kind of been, like, known for in the past couple months, which is harassing women and making shitty video games. Shout-outs to my man Brian. God rest his soul. He bought Call of Duty Vanguard and Battlefield 2042. And I'm pretty sure he bought a 3rd game that he fucking hated. Yeah, it's been a rough couple months for AAA gaming. Though I am looking forward to Dying Light 2, that's coming out, like, the first week of February, which means that's, like, 2-3 weeks away. I played the first one. That was pretty good. But yeah, I think this is going we should take this as a sign that the AAA industry, in terms of gaming, is going to get better rather than worse. Though I'm not entirely confident on that, I'm still a little sussed out about some things. God, I need to stop saying that. I don't want to say sus ever, because I am not a cringe-ass zoomer. I'm a man now. I feel like I've said that 2 or 3 times. Why am I saying that? I feel like before I go into these videos, like I randomly pick like 2 or 3 fucking like things that I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna really drive this home, like subconsciously, and I have no idea why. Anyway, tangent aside, I think this is probably gonna be good. And yeah, I don't really have much to say. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. I hope Bobby Kotick, gets screwed over in this situation somehow. He probably won't, but it is what it is, at the end of the day. And yeah, I've been KB, baby. I'm going to end the video here, and I just want to say, God bless your soul. Stay rad. Don't be radicalized. If you're not subscribed, subscribed. Yeah, see what yeah. I should probably stop talking too fast. My brain can't handle it. But yeah, if you're new, please subscribe, support the channel. Really helps me out. And yeah, I think I'm going to be signing off. Peace.